What's up, brothers and sisters? Your brother G World 7_D. Make it a quick video. All right, I want to make this video. I looked at that thing. I looked at that YouTube or podcast, whatever. I forgot the brother name. Out in South Carolina, when he had Umar Johnson there. And let me say this, man. Umar Johnson needs to be dismissed by the Aboriginal black community, man. Umar Johnson, the stuff he was saying is outrageous and flat out lying. He's just ignorant to real history, and I believe he is. This is why it's very important to do your research and your study. Number one, Umar Johnson kept talking about the transatlantic slave trade. Most so-called black Americans are not descendant of African slaves. We're descendant of the original Aboriginal Indians that were here, as well as black European Moors. That's what we're descendant of, and he keeps pushing that mess. Then he called us American Africans. He's making us a foreigner in our own land. That's what these Negro scholars would do. He's making us immigrants in our own damn land, man. What an idiot. What an idiot. And then he goes off and talks about Caribbeans invented hip-hop. All you gotta do is listen to the musical source of hip-hop: soul, blues, jazz, funk. That's all Aboriginal American music. It's not African. It was created by Aboriginal Americans. For that asshole to get up there and say that, man, he's disgusting. He kept playing in a role on how we descendants of Africans, and Africans, we fighting against Africans, and we deny our Africans. That is a dumbass, man. And I really can't. Why do our people continue to listen to that dumbass, man? I guess he's a very good orator. He knows how to speak, so he knows how to con. And people get mesmerized with that. And the Negro don't know what he's talking about. He really don't know what he's talking about. When you study Aboriginal black history in America, when you really study it, all right? When you really study it, I showed you the picture of the Gon people, those entertainers in India, and you see the little girl, the woman, with the feather in her head. It looks like the Indians here in America, because I said before, these were the same damn people who traversed the damn planet. But Umar goofy ass want to continue to go over the narratives that was given to him by white folks, what he just memorized when he read. See, you need to do real research and do some cross references, but his dumb ass, he want to continue to say that you're a slave from Africa. And there's many people who will continue to push that lie, because that's the educated ass. So you got all these niggas with these PhDs, and they dumb as rocks, man. They dumb as rocks. Like I said, I come from a family of educators, and I can't stand this Pan-African talk, because not all of us are African. All right? Some of us are waking up and learning our true history, but not all of us are African. But when I hear that mess by Umar Johnson, it's truly disgusting. He's disgusting, because he continues to push the lie. American Africans, making us immigrants. See, that's how our history gets stolen. But when you start calling it, like, even the Aboriginal black people, they're African, the Aboriginal Africans, or African Aboriginal, whatever goofy term some of these fools try to throw out. You're making them foreigners in their own land, and you allow other people to steal their identity. That was done to us here in Americas. And Umar is a problem, and he continues to push that narrative, man. I can tell you, brothers and sisters, don't listen to these jackasses. That's why I can't even give information, documentation. I've shown you in so many of my videos pictures of Aboriginal black people all over the Americas. I talked about the Anastasi, how the Anastasi were really the Mali. And the Malians are all over America as well, before them so-called the Egyptians. But you got to understand, your black empires here, many of them are older than the ones in Africa. But that's something that the black scholars do not want to contemplate on or talk about. They're fixtured on, you were brought over as slaves. You were brought over enslaved. And it had me before. I had a comment on certain so-called YouTube Negroes, man. Like the BMS dude, man. BMMO keep dissing black women, man. Granted, I have issues with certain black women, but he was on that mess trash and Dan Calloway, and then talking about how we were just brought in slave ships, and the reason we are here in large numbers because of breeding farm. What a dumbass. That is a dumbass who haven't done no research. That's an idiot. And I can't stand idiots. But there's so many of our people like that, who listen to Negroes who sound good, who say things that make them feel good, but not actually instilling intelligence in their mind. We got to stop this, brothers and sisters. I'm telling you now. Do not listen to these Negro scholars giving you Negro-teed BS. Negro-toed BS. That's what they're giving you, man. Most of our people were already here. You have to put it together. These civilizations were built practically on warmer climates. If you study the heat index or the climates of ancient Peru or Haru, you know it's too damn hot for pale skinned, so-called non-black Mongoloid people. They would not survive wearing light clothing. They would have died of skin cancer. Their skin cannot take the rays, the UV rays of the sun. You gotta use common sense. So when you hear these little goofy Pan-African bozos sit and tell you that you just came over in a ship, on a slave ship, and talk this Africa like Umar Johnson, it's insane, man. Like I said, I've documented. I talk about Malinche, Appalachia, Tallahassee. Those names sound similar because those are the same damn people broken off in different tribes. But see, Umar's too stupid to realize that. No, he just want to think you were the damn slave from Africa. And unfortunately, like I said, too many of you Negroes listen to him. You listen to him. You listen to an idiot. You listen to these morons who keep telling you this. And I'm telling you this, man, and I'm begging you, brothers and sisters, do your research, man. I've done plenty of research now. Before, some of my books were destroyed and in the flood before, but I have so many arsenal books, documentations, man. God, the Lord, that nigga's lying. Pardon my language, I shouldn't have said that, but that clown is lying. Or he just don't know. But see, when you come from a family of educators, when you do the research yourself, when you go beyond just doing a Google search and get these goofy niggas, I just searched it in Google, I didn't see it. Obviously you're not going to see it. They're going to hide it from your dumb ass. When you just do these stupid Google search, you're not going to find anything. There's a few things you may get that may pop up, but most of the things you cannot get through a Google search. You're going to have to do a deep research. And some of it you're going to have to pull out of your pocket. And you know, some of you Negroes are too busy buying Nike and all these other goofy ass products that you're not gonna do that. And I'm not attacking brothers and sisters who know, really seeking knowledge. I'm tired of these Negroes pushing that Pan-African stuff because we're all not African. I'm not saying we don't have no brothers and sisters there who migrated from here to over there. But we do not look like most of those West Africans. We do not look like them. And that nonsense got to stop. With white folks and this sick self-hating of themselves, and they wouldn't apply it to us, they would say every Negro look alike. But there's some of them who's smart enough to know better than that. Know damn well of any group of people who do not look alike, we don't, because we're the richest people on this planet. Every single feature, every single facial structure, every single type of gene originated from us, so-called black people. If you find black people in the Pacific Islands, original people there, you find them, the original black people in Europe, because the original Europeans were black. Now, who am I talking about? Well, the African American and the European American. No, the original European Americans were black, and many black Americans are descendant of the Aboriginal black Europeans as well, mixed in with the Aboriginal black Indians. We are very diverse people because we are a very different mixture of very different black groups. Mostly Aboriginal black Indians, Aboriginal black people from Europe. I could say some North African blacks, some Asiatic blacks, and some Pacific Island blacks. We're a mixture of various different groups of black people. Once you put it together, when you look at these certain black people, you see a difference. Like I look at India. There's very different black people in India, but there's certain different type of features. The Aeta people have a different features from them Gan people, the people on the Andaman Islands. Even though they short diminutive people, I'm not just going to say, they're just African people over in India. No, there's a different features of the Aeta people and the people of the Andaman Islands. You look at them featurely, they look different. Even when you look at their cranial head structure, it's different. But they're still so-called black people. I'm telling you this because Umar just want to put a damn cast on when he sees a Negro and just say, we all the same. So when they dig up the oldest fossils here in the Americas and it be a, quote, a Negro, Umar, the first thing these white scholars gonna make them an immigrant, saying that's an African. Right there, you just labeled them as an immigrant, a foreigner to a land that they weren't foreigner to. Those them black people didn't know nothing about no goddamn what is so-called Africa, because they weren't no Africa. They was America's. They knew about so-called Africa because they sailed over there and they traded, but they didn't identify themselves as no goddamn African. See, they already making you when they do these digs. As soon as they see a black person, they already making them a foreigner. And they implementing foreigners and making them aboriginal or indigenous to this land, which they're not. So I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, do not listen to these charlatan Negroes, man. What Umar did was disingenuous, man. And he's kicking a bunch of lies and kicking a bunch of outdated information, and he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, man. When I listen to that Negro, man, he makes me sick. Anyone who's pushing Pan-Africanism, man, at this stage of time now, you saying that all black people just come from Africa? Man, go to hell. Then you might as well say white people are African. So-called non-black Asians. I say non-black Asians because original Asians were black. African. Everyone just African. And then you allow foreigners to steal your identity. But see, Umar's too ignorant to see that. And a lot of these other Pan-Africans, man, or panhandling hustlers. I'm tired of their ass, man. They give you misinformation. They're lying to you. All right? They're lying to you. Like I said before, I believe that the honoring, I ain't gonna say the worship, the honoring of Asa, Osiris, Heru, Aset was honored globally. All right? And their names are over the world globally. Like you have the Hindu Kush region, the Hindu Kush regions. You have, like I said, Utah, Ptah. You have Utah, Ptah. You have Asia, Asa. You have all over this world, California, Queen Califia, the Caliph. All of this world, Alabama. All of this world, you have the imprint of stuff that's telling you who the original people were here. But you listen to Umar Johnson, and you listen to these other Pan-African, two-bit, lying-ass hustlers. They are ignorant, man, and they're going to continue to keep you ignorant. All right? They're going to continue to keep you ignorant. Do your own damn research. Do not listen to people like Umar Johnson, man. I'm saying this now. Do not listen to people like Umar Johnson. I may try to do a video later on today or tomorrow. But like I said before, do not listen to people like Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson's a clown. He's a clown. Listen to him on that brother's platform made me sick. I want to throw up. I really want to throw up. Because he giving you outdated misinformation, or you just come from a translated slave trade and you're an African. Okay, if he's so African so much and talking about we all just African, American African, which is insulting. Nigga, take your ass back to Africa then. I don't see him getting on the damn boat or a plane to fly his ass back since he's so called African. We're not Africans, man. We are Aboriginal in this land and take pride in it. And many people are against us and hate us for saying that because we're taking hold to our true history and the greatest civilizations on this planet with the Aboriginal blacks and Americans. Peace, brothers and sisters.